Hello there. Thank you for viewing this week's video. Let's look at the indices and check out how they have performed and also the outlook for the upcoming week. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a look at the performance chart over here. We have the Nasdaq, the best performing index over here. No doubt, we can see it's a little bit of dip, but overall the index is up more than 2%. STI is also up more than 2%, almost the same as Nasdaq. Then what we have is S&P 500, 0.4% up. Hang Seng is or was up slightly 0.3%. Nasdaq is down about 0.2%. So I will consider they are almost flat over here. So the outstanding one is Nasdaq and STI. Now, technically, let's look at the charts over here. Let's start with the US market. Next week, we have a crucial week ahead. We have after FOMC, after this non-farm payroll, which was good on Friday, that caused some sell-off on Friday on S&P 500 and Nasdaq. The coming one is CPI. Okay, so for the Dow, we can see some repeat of patterns. So you can see this was the pattern before the CPI number was released previously, and then here was the reaction, before the night before CPI. So this was the reaction after CPI released. So now we got to see before. Okay, I think CPI numbers is going to be on Wednesday night and Tuesday night. Let's see whether what would happen. Okay, so various indicators are showing that the CPI numbers should be coming down. Okay, so as we all know that CPI numbers are lagging indicators, lagging numbers. So last time we saw 9.1%. Okay, so this 9.1% should be lowering, okay, coming down to about 8 point something percent, I would assume. Okay, so the question now is whether the CPI numbers will be low enough. So if the market doesn't think that the CPI number is low enough, so the next thing will be the September interest rate hike will be 0.5% or 0.75%. So 0.75 basis point will probably trigger some sell-off in the market. But then if the September interest rate hike is 0.5 basis point, the market may be going up further. Okay, so we got to see this consolidation, where would it bring the Dow? So we have this support level at 32234. So once broken, of course, there might be some downside coming. The upper resistance over here after this breakout, this consolidation breakout is 33264. So if the market is bullish, we have a chance to continue higher, breaking above that resistance to this projected level at around this 33905, which is a major resistance. Previously, it was tested 2 times before the Dow came off the chart. Okay, so S&P 500 was also consolidating, but it's slightly different over here. As you can see over here, we have more blacks than whites, and now we have slightly more whites than black. Okay, so still a consolidation. But the good thing is, as mentioned last week, we do see S&P 500 tested this 4175 resistance, is almost there already, and of course it hasn't break out from there as yet. So the CPI numbers are very important, very sensitive to the market. So we've got to watch where the S&P 500 is going to go. So if S&P 500 is going to break out, the next major resistance we're going to watch is this level 4309. Okay, so this is going to be the major resistance ahead. Nasdaq is different from the last time. Now it actually went to the projected target. Remember, I drew these projections. I must again comment Nasdaq. It has been very technically, very technically trained, I would say, because it followed the technical to the brim, okay, to everything. So what we have seen here is that, oh, it touched the projected level and started pullback. I think a pullback will be good, like this pullback, then we have more strength to continue to go up. So maybe next Monday and Tuesday, the market will be shaky because the market doesn't know whether CPI number is going to be good or bad. But of course, last Friday, job data was good. So likelihood the Fed has more room to increase the interest rates if the CPI number is bad, not to the expectation, or doesn't come down low enough. Okay, so we want to see next week if Monday, Tuesday were to have some pullback support level at 12,321 to hold. But if Nasdaq were to continue to break out, we want to see, let's delete off this projection since already hit. So the 12,737 were to be broken, and next will be this major resistance over here at about 12,979. Okay, and STI, moving to Asia, STI has been very a very good counter. It has been going up, performing well. As I mentioned last week, the blue chips results are very important, and very nicely, most of the blue chips announced very good result. The banks like OCBC, DBS result was good. Net income went up higher and higher. Sembcorp industry 10 times revenue, and then the income was higher. Wilmar, the record high income as well. So it has pushed the STI above its resistance over here. 3263 resistance was broken, and the next resistance that we're going to watch is 3306. So where will STI go to next week? We have a short week for the Singapore market as we celebrate our National Day on the 9th of August. So we have Tuesday off, and whether can we hit 3306 next week remain to be seen. But as of now, no bearish candle as yet. Hang Seng, also technically technically well trained. Why? Because you can see this symmetrical triangle I have drawn last week, and then I did a projection. Can you see this 19,523? It came down to here, touched that support level or the projected level, rebound. So nicely done. Okay, nicely done. So now what we are looking at is that Hang Seng, next week, China is going to announce their very own CPI as well. So they have a slew of economic data of their own. And of course, what caused the projected level to be hit very nicely done so was because of Nancy. Nancy visited Taiwan, and then the political tension worsened, and then Hang Seng got sold off. And then, of course, when China reacted sensibly just by, military, what you call live firing around Taiwan, but never really invade Taiwan, the market calmed down and rebounded. So what we are looking at now is that Hang Seng has an immediate resistance at 20,334. And it got to go back to this symmetrical triangle zone. So go back into here. Okay, so go back into here, and then we are looking at a potential change in trend if it's able to go to here. So hopefully China stop their live firing exercise today as they stated, and do not extend, and their point is well taken. Everybody is fearful now. We have seen the power of the China military, and that's good enough. I think everybody will have some respect for China right now, okay, in some sense, right? And hopefully Hang Seng can move above this symmetrical triangle and start to change a trend. All right, wrapping up next week, we are looking at the inflation numbers. And this is the site that I would like to share on the screen right now. And I would be interested to see the CPI numbers coming down significantly, because you can see most of this site, tradingeconomics.com, shows you all the commodity prices. See, crude oil has gone down to 88 already. So even if it's lagging, they should be accounting for less than 100 crude oil price, okay, or somewhere 99, right? Then we have natural gas coming down. Then most of them are down, I would say. So let's see whether the CPI numbers are going down or not. Then we have this gasoline. Okay, so this gasoline price has been coming down since hitting 5.2, the highest, I think, or the average is 5 highest, but some state went to 5.43, some state went to 5.22. Okay, so now it's already 4.08, and last month it was 4.7 something. So should be showing a lower CPI number next week. Okay, but now the market will be looking at whether it's low enough. So for STI, most of the blue chips have their result announced. So it depends on the underlying market strength to see whether it can continue to push it higher. And of course, for Hang Seng, the China CPI is one of the important numbers to look at, of course, for the rest of the world as well. So hopefully we have a good week ahead. And thank you for viewing this video. I will see you again. Goodbye.